The desire to eat is something that is ingrained in all living things. That is because getting nourishment is one way for creatures big and small to continue existing. Even plants need food by way of photosynthesis to survive and to thrive. Humans, of course, have gone much farther from their hunter-gathering ways of prehistoric times, when they literally had to risk life and limb just to get a bite. Today, it's either a quick trip to the supermarket to buy ingredients or to a fast food restaurant to feast on ready-made food. With the pandemic, ordering food to be delivered right at your doorstep has even become a popular way of getting nourishment. In short, we really don't need to be reminded anymore that we should be taking breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the appointed hour. Yet, for all of man's societal evolution, where food is available, whenever we feel like eating, we still feel the hunger pangs around 2 hours after a main meal. It seems our body has retained that instinct to alert us that it's time to take our nourishment. This is even though we don't have to go hunting anymore or to forage for food. Why do we feel hungry then? The answer in a short while. First, we'd really appreciate it if you will give a thumbs up to this video. Also, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel. This will allow you to get your daily share of fun and interesting videos about common things, and the not-so-known explanation behind them. When we say we are hungry, it means our stomach is empty. This usually takes place about 2 hours after we have eaten. Food that we have ingested is pushed through the stomach by our gastrointestinal tracts, past the small intestine, and then the large intestine. Undigested food is then cleaned up further by contractions called the migrating motor complex or MNC. This normally takes about 2 hours and 10 minutes. At the tail end of the MNC, the hormone motilin takes over and causes more contractions that produce the rumbling we feel and sometimes hear in our stomach. These contractions are also what we feel as the hunger pains. A second hormone known as ghrelin joins in as well, activating the so-called agouti-related peptide expression neurons in our brain, specifically in the hypothalamus region. These neurons are the ones that alert us that we are hungry. But how come we still go for snacks in between the heavy meals? Experts say this has something to do with the second type of hunger. The first type, called homeostatic hunger, is that feeling we get when our stomach is indeed empty. It is used to make sure that our body has reserved energy that the food from our main meal provides. The second, known as hedonic hunger, is our body's way of gathering extra energy. Our brain is simply trained to ensure that the body does not run out of energy. The prospect, therefore, of getting extra food can make us ignore that we are still full. It becomes irresistible if the snack available is something that we have enjoyed before. This tendency of the brain was especially useful during those early days when human beings were still hunter-gatherers. They really needed the extra energy. Unfortunately today, it only causes us to overeat and become obese. So that's why we feel hungry. Now, it can also happen that you somehow always feel hungry. There are different reasons on why that could be. One is that you are not eating enough proteins, such as those you get from animal products. Proteins increase the production of hormones that tell our body that we are full, and decrease those hormones that tell us we are hungry. Not getting enough sleep can also make you feel hungry frequently. Sleeping regulates the production of ghrelin, the hormone that stimulates appetite. Less sleep means more ghrelin. On the other hand, eating too much refined carbs that can be found in bread and pasta, soda, baked goods, and candy can make you feel hungry quicker. Refined carbs don't contain much fiber, so they are easily digested by the body, which means your stomach gets empty more quickly. Did you find this latest episode of So That's Why very informative? Let us know what you think in the comments section below. Please don't forget to give a like to this video and to subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.